Hey, I was trying to get on, and I think I have another one started, so I hope that you can find me okay. You know, this is the one time I was actually super prepared, and I've been ready for like the last half hour. So I got in, I did the nice description in my description box and did all the little things and put in my little search terms and all that and waited. And then at 1 minute till I hit go live and nothing. The little thing kept spinning and spinning. So I'm destined for technical difficulties, I guess. Oh my gosh. So I hope it's not confusing and that people are able to find me here. And so let me know where you are here from and say hi in the chat so I know who I'm talking to. It's been so long, right? It has been since last month, since the June 1st live chat and Bling Owl Keychain giveaway. So, oh gosh, you guys, there's so much so much. I don't know, so much or so little. I don't know what to say going on here. Hi, Evelyn. Nice to see you. I see we have a few people on, so let me know who's here. I would love to be able to know who I'm chatting with. If you're just joining, please say hi. Hi, Nancy. There we go. Nice to see you. Yeah, so if you just popped on, I hope it wasn't confusing getting here. Hi, Debbie. I was having technical difficulties. Weird. I don't know why, but everything was all set up. So I'll have to figure that all out later. Hi, Lee, Linda. How are you? Nice to see you all here. So it's 4th of July weekend almost, guys. Hi, Ginger. Nice to see you too. It's great to have you here for the live. I feel like because I haven't done anything YouTube related for over a month, and I gotta say, hey, Cynthia, it's a really nice break. And Tony, hello. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Michael. St. Louis, awesome. And Oregon, Oklahoma. Woohoo! Oklahoma City is mighty pretty. Anyway, in one of those moods today, I guess. So I'm in the mountains at our cabin and the weather's beautiful. And so I'm in a good mood. Plus, since I haven't talked to you all for so long, I'm really happy to be here with you. Hi, Ro. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ro. Ro, that's very sweet. So, yeah, it's been over a month and I've taken a little step back. I had an event that I was doing that, hi, Jewel, was, I had talked about it on some of my previous lives. It was, this last one was called Own Your Body Celebration, the 5-day Own Your Body Celebration. Hi, Liz. I'm glad you're here too. And it kept me extremely busy and all my focus was on that. And instead of making myself a complete nut and trying to keep up with YouTube and trying to put on this event for 5 days, I just decided I needed to focus on one thing at a time because I'm learning that when I'm focused or think that I'm focused on too many different directions, I really do nothing quite very well. So I decided that I was going to focus on my 5-day Own Your Body celebration. And Cynthia, it's your 34th anniversary on the 4th. That's awesome. You guys got married on the 4th of July. How cool is that? And you've seen fireworks ever since, right? So the event was really successful. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of women in there participating, and I teamed up with a nutritionist and joyful living coach, and we taught people about food, some food habits and some emotional and mental habits and things to try, and starting your day with a big fat glass of lemon water before you have anything in your stomach. It was just so cool. And so many people were just so into it. And I love that. I love that people wanted to learn more and to kind of hear my journey with my health. And then the other thing is I did some fun recipes for them too. So it was really funny because a couple people told me I should start a cooking channel. Boy, that's all I need is one more thing on my plate. So hi, Scarlett's art channel. I'm guessing it's Scarlett. And Cynthia, oh, easy for him to remember. Is that why you picked the 4th of July to get married? That's awesome. Yeah, so let's see. So we're about 8 minutes in, and I know you guys, a lot of you are here for the drawing, so we're going to go ahead and get the drawing done first. And my poor winner last month, oh my goodness, I was so distracted with all my other stuff and my event that I was putting on that she didn't even get her keychain sent out until like, I don't know, 10 days ago, maybe. So I thank you for your patience. Normally, I'm really good about sending that stuff out. So, ooh, Scarlett, you just got home from the beach. I want to go to the beach. I love the beach. So anyway, because I forgot my little notepad, I have my little scratch pad sheet. This is a notepad that I got for our house in the mountains. I figured, the moose, even though there's no mooses, here where we are, I thought this was just kind of cabin-like. So anyway, here is our winner for today. Will be it is Deborah Reasoner. So Deborah, congratulations. You get the Bling Owl keychain this month for July. So just let me know. Contact me via email at midnightcrafter65@gmail.com and let me know what color you would like. And I will get it sent out a lot quicker than I got the last one sent out. So anyway, let's see. I want to read some of the comments here. I really want to engage with you guys this time. So I don't miss out anything. Tornado warning in Pennsylvania. That's so crazy because here the weather has been beautiful. We did have a few windy days where I live. So we kind of escaped here to our mountain retreat, as I call it, or we call it Petrakis escape or Petrakis escape. Just because it's warmer weather here and I'm a warm weather kind of girl. So anyway, what was I going to tell you? Oh, so one cool thing, last week when we were here, we come up here a lot. My husband works really hard. And so we decided, he loves coming up here because it kind of gives his mind a little bit of peace and it's like his little mental oasis. So anyway, we were up here last week and it was so funny. I found a little store that used to be called the Outhouse. And what it had was all kinds of fun, unique little tchotchkes and jewelry and purses and just home decor things and games and just like a really eclectic, a lot of cooking, kitchen things. So really, really fun, eclectic type things. Well, that store moved out and moved into the Ace Hardware, who I guess the wife owned the Outhouse, the husband owned the Ace Hardware. So instead of paying for 2 locations, they moved them together. They merged them together. So in the old location for the Outhouse, sorry, I got total squirrel. A new lady ended up getting the place. So I was really curious and I thought last week I would just go in and check it out. It's Linda's something. I forget what it's called. But anyway, so I went in there and looking around and there were some really cute things in there. And I saw a couple of really neat signs and stuff. So I got chatting with the lady, the owner, Linda, and her daughter. Her daughter was helping her out. And this Linda is kind of, I don't know, my age and up. So I'm not really sure how old she is, but her daughter was so proud of her for starting this store at that point in her life because it was a kind of a lifelong dream of hers to start a store. So I got chatting with Linda and her daughter, and I was looking at this one really cool little artwork thing. And she said, oh, I decoupaged that and it's such and such. And she was telling me about it. I said, oh, you sound really crafty. She goes, yeah, I love doing crafts. And I said, oh, I have a YouTube channel and I teach crafts. And she goes, well, what's the name of it? And I said, Elaine Petrakis, Midnight Crafter. And she goes, oh, wait, did you do a snowflake out of hangers? I was like, yes. She says, I'm one of your subscribers. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a small world, right? This place where our cabin is, it's in Arnold. It's a very small town type of a place. It's not a huge place. So what a surprise to find that out. It was just so cool. So we got chatting a bit, and she was saying that people want to do some art classes in there and teach arts and crafts and stuff. So she invited me to maybe teach some classes there. I don't know if I'm going to take her up on that or not, but it sure sounds like it would be fun. So that was my really cool experience, that I got to meet a subscriber in person and chat. And I'm going to swing over to her store again and visit with her and help her out a little bit, because I love that kind of stuff. So let me look back here, see what we got going in the comments. Oh, so Liz said she wanted to join my event, my Own Your Body celebration event, but she wasn't able to. Liz, you missed a really good event. I wish you would have been there. I might do it one more time, but that's kind of in the works. So, but I will let you all know. Let me see, what else do we have going on here? Thank you, Miss Indy Annie Jones. If you guys haven't seen Indy Annie Jones' channel, check it out. She's a lot of fun. She's a crazy girl. She's probably maybe even crazier than me. And she is an actress too. So she's, you know, my husband says I'm very theatrical and very animated on these things. And I think it's just my personality. It's not like I turn this on just for you guys. I'm kind of like this all the time. But anyway, Indy Annie Jones, she is also very animated and a lot of fun. So go check her out. So let me see here. Hi, Sandra. Yes, I know I haven't been on in a really long time, and I appreciate that you missed me. I have missed everybody too, but I am taking, I don't know, there's like some time to evaluate things and see what I like to do. And I want to craft when I want to craft, right? I don't want to have to do it because the algorithms tell me I have to do it. So I feel like I can bring you much better creativity when I do that. So that's kind of why I've decided to just sort of lay low and craft when I want to craft, right? So I find myself lately watching, or not really watching, I haven't watched a whole lot of videos on YouTube lately, but I find myself seeing some of the stuff that other people are posting, or I see things on Instagram that people are posting. And I think I've talked about this with you before. I try to find original things to do, and I have a really hard time with people repeating the same type of thing over and over and over again, or various creators repeating like the same DIY. I feel like you guys are here for more than that, and you want to see more than that. So I would rather hold out and put out fewer videos but more unique items than to just be putting them out just to put out content. But yeah, so Indy Annie Jones, she knows because she's got her channel that it's very hard to keep up, especially with playlists and challenges out there. So there are a lot of people that want to do collaborations or do things or different challenges and things like that. And they're so much fun to do, but for me, it's a lot of pressure because you have a deadline, a timeline, you have to do it a certain way and all that stuff. So I don't know. I want to put out stuff for you guys that I really am proud of and that I would want to put in my home, or that I would want to give as a gift, and not just, glue two pieces together and call it a really cool DIY. Because for me, that's just, unless there's a purpose, like if you have, maybe you're making centerpieces for an event for your home or for a party or something, and you need to knock out a bunch of them and you just need ideas, that's great. But in general, I kind of like to do stuff that's a little more unique. So Runaway Camper says it can be hard to craft something when your heart is not in it. That is so true. Or if your heart is hurting or disrupted by something or someone else. Yeah, a lot of times though, I feel like when your heart is hurting or things are going on around you, sometimes for me, it's a good distraction to craft because I can just let all my things go away in my brain and just kind of focus on crafting. But that's not the case right now for me. Right now, the case is I just want to do stuff that I really like to do. So, yes. So anyway, tell me, guys, what are your plans for 4th of July? They're up here where I am at our cabin. They have a lot of little events. They have like a clubhouse. Sorry, I want to make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth because I'm not looking at myself. I'm looking at you. Anyway, they have a lot of fun events, and normally they have a fireworks thing going on and all that. But for some reason this year, and I don't know if it's COVID related or if it's fire season related because the water is very low because of the drought. Hi, Gladys. That they're actually not doing the fireworks display this time. They're going to be doing a laser light show and a dance, and they have a DJ and stuff. So last time they had a DJ, my friends and I went, my husband and I and another couple, and we had the best time. And we were like rocking out. We were singing all the old tunes and at the top of our lungs. I think we were all hoarse by the time it was done. And we just danced and danced and danced and had the best time. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what we're going to be doing. So let's see. Oh gosh, Runaway Crafter says, I pulled away from crafting for a few days because I was caught in a catfish scam that just hurt my feelings really deeply. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't let someone steal your joy. Don't stop doing what you love because somebody else, don't give them that power over you, please. Because if you love crafting, that's what you should do. And like last time, for those of you that were on this live chat, you saw that some hacker or something, spam bot, something got in there and just destroyed our whole chat, and we had to shut it down. And I was really kind of bummed about that. But just don't let people steal your joy. That color looks great on, this lipstick is a combination of two of them, and it's one that a lot of people hated. It's like that darkish, brownish, gray taupey one that a lot of people hated, and this other one that I hate because it's too light and frosty and funky, so I combined the two. I was being crafty with my lips, and thank you, Gladys. So I see it worked. Okay, Indy, thank you for joining us. So great to see you here. She's going to get back to work because the YouTube schedule can be a grueling one for sure. So Sandra, I watch a few of you ladies who do original works. I don't enjoy the cookie cutter crafters. Yeah, I don't enjoy that either. And I find myself getting really, what's the word? Not disgusted. That's way too strong of a word, but just kind of like, ugh, with it. I want to see new stuff. I don't know how many times I can see one of the Dollar Tree baskets wrapped in twine or rope or something. They're really cool looking and they're super boho and all that. So I'm not saying that they're not a really cool project. They are, but how many times are we going to watch that, right? How many different ways are there to do that? So, let me read this real quick here. Yes, that's good. Runaway Crafter, I know. Just take your time, feel your pain, and then move on from it because nobody's worth that. Nobody's worth that. I mean, some people can be mean, like the people that destroyed our chat last time, but don't give them the power. You have all these people here that love you, right? And want you to succeed and want you to be happy. So don't let one bad egg spoil the whole dozen. I don't know if that's the saying, but you know what I mean. So disillusioned. Yeah, maybe disillusioned might be a good word for that. But yeah, I feel like I want people to be more creative in that. And I know the boho stuff is really in right now, but I feel like I just also keep just seeing the same things over and over and over again. Do you guys feel that way? I mean, or is it just me? I don't know. Maybe just the people I am subscribed to happen to be kind of in the same direction. I don't know. Boho's not really my general style, though I love the overall look of it. So maybe that's why that catches my attention more. Yes, Sandra, that's right. Don't let someone steal your thunder. Nobody should steal your thunder. I know we all go through the ups and downs, but let's just not give anyone that much power over us. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there was other stuff that I wanted to mention. I don't know. Does anyone have any questions at all that you can think of for me or I don't know, anything you want to tell me, anything you want to ask me? Because if not, I'm going to maybe head down to Linda's store and check it out. Or there's also a Dollar General here, which is the only Dollar General that I have around me anywhere, and the only opportunity really that I get to go to a Dollar General. So I haven't been in there for quite a while. That and the thrift store. There's a cool little Humane Society thrift store up here. And if you really look and you check it out regularly, you can find some really cool things in the thrift stores. And this particular one, it's tiny, but I do end up finding some really good things in there. So let's see. Sandra, you want one of my keychains? I know, that's probably why you're here, I'm guessing, right? Those keychains, I sell them for like $12.95 or something, but I really haven't been selling them. I've been kind of saving them to do my giveaways every month. So, oh, Evie is here from Greece. Hot, hot, hot. 45 degrees Celsius. Does anyone know what that is in Fahrenheit? Let's see. Let me see what that is, because that's really blazing hot. So let's see. What is 45 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Let's see.
45 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 113 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yikes, girl. That's crazy, 113 degrees. My sister's in Greece right now. Well, my one sister lives there. My other sister's visiting there for 6 weeks. And she's been spending a lot of time at the beach, so I'll have to talk to her. Thank you, Brenda. You have fun too and have a great 4th. Evelyn, they are called trolls. Don't waste your time or energy on them. Don't entertain them. I repeat, don't entertain them. I'm right there with you. People, I don't know, like I said last time, there's a special place for those people when we're all dead and gone. And I don't think it's going to be a very good place because they made a lot of people miserable. Hey, Miss Annette, nice to see you too. It's been a while. You caught us just here kind of at the tail end because I don't know how much longer I'm going to sit here and just babble. But I would love to interact with you guys if there's anything. Oh, so Runaway Camper says, do you use essential oils? I do, actually, and I really like them. And the one that I've used the most recently was lavender oil. Here at our cabin, there can tend to be a moth issue, and they've gotten into our cabinets before. So I had to go through and clean everything out, throw out a bunch of stuff. So now what I do is I take little sachets and I just douse them in lavender, and I have them in the pantry cabinet and in the cabinets and everything. Yes, my whole kitchen smells like lavender. If I open the cabinet, you get this waft of lavender, but I haven't had any moth problems. So that's my latest one. And I love essential oils for various things. They can really help. Like peppermint's a good energizer. If you're feeling sleepy, you just put a little on your hands and just breathe it in. And you know what else? Just good deep breathing is really good. So if you have that peppermint oil and a good deep breath in, it really rejuvenates you. Who needs coffee when we got our peppermint oil, right? And then I just saw yesterday at Cost Plus, I was looking at the ingredients on some olive oil that was infused with lemon. So I was kind of curious, like how they do that, what they do. And all it was olive oil with essential oil of lemon, right? But you do have to make sure you get the ones that are food safe too. They have to be high quality if you're going to put them in your food. Sandra, am I still doing craft shows? She asks. I am not, because COVID just kind of wiped that out for a long time. They're just starting to get going again. So I'm kind of looking into that and really narrowing down which ones I want to do, because I had so many of them going before. It was exhausting. Like, it ate up my entire summer. So I'm really going to be more choosy about which ones I do. Sorry to hear that, Annette. You haven't been feeling well. I hope you feel better soon and get all of our positive vibes and positive energy from this group, because it's a great group of people. So, Brenda, that's so awesome. Brenda says she's been praying for a speedy recovery for Evelyn. Also praying for runaway campers' heart to heal. Do you see what I'm saying? Do we not have the best group of people here? I'm not kidding you guys. It's not about the hundreds and the thousands of numbers that watch these lives. It's really about the quality of people. And I think we have the best quality of people right here. That's so awesome. I love it. So peppermint, it may be good for headaches. I don't remember, but there's so many essential oils for different things. There's clary sage is good for your skin if you mix it in with your whatever night creams or whatever you're using. Trying to think, I love orange oil and lemon, that they're really good for cleaning. And you can kind of mix them in with some water in a squirt bottle and shake it up and spray like your counters and clean things. And it's good for disinfecting. Another really one of my big favorites is oregano oil. Now, oregano oil, you don't want to, that's super antiviral, antibacterial, anti-everything. So it's extremely strong. Like, if you put it in your mouth, it's really strong, and it's almost like hot, like it burns. So you have to be really, if you have like, so, okay. I get so excited and my brain gets going and I like get over my words. So if you have something where you would normally be taking antibiotics, I'm not saying, look, I'm not a doctor, so let me just disclaimer this right now. If your doctor puts you on antibiotics, don't say, Elaine told me I don't have to be on antibiotics if I take oregano oil. Please don't. But if you're kind of feeling like maybe something is coming on and you're not at the point where you feel like you need to go get antibiotics for it, oregano oil is a very good antiviral, antibacterial, antiseptic, anti-everything. So you can buy the capsules, the little capsules of oregano oil. And again, you want to make sure you get a good brand of it. But it's great for any like gut issues, for bacterial gut issues. If you feel like you have some kind of an infection coming on, ear infection, or sometimes some of us, we know you can kind of feel it, or a sinus infection, you start doing the oregano oil and that can really, really help. So let's see what all we've got going here. Yes, so great. I love that you guys are interacting, and I love that you're getting to know each other. And I feel like this is what it's all about, is building a community here. And I'm so happy we haven't gotten hacked this time. My son has a friend who is just the best young man. One of the most, I can't say enough. He's just awesome. High quality, just good character human being. Anyway, this young man, I messaged him yesterday and I said, please, he used to have a gaming channel. So I said, do you know what I can do with this spam bots that attacked my channel last time? So he says, I'm not really sure, but try this and this. So I did. And you know what? So far, so good. I mean, granted, it only happened to us last time, so this might be a fluke, but I don't think so, because I did change some stuff in my settings and I'm so happy. So Tubia, if you're listening if you ever see this, which you probably never will, you are amazing. And thank you. Thank you for the tips. So, hi, Angelica. So every time I think that I'm about to close this out, we get a new person on joining us. So, and Della's here. I haven't seen Della in a while. And she's in Saskatchewan in California. Is that, I thought that was somewhere else. I don't know. Geography is not also my strong point. But let's see, colloidal silver when you start feeling sick. So my husband and I were doing colloidal silver many, many, many years ago. But I started looking at more research, and it's a mixed bag, a really mixed bag on the colloidal silver. So we stopped taking it because I was kind of nervous. So I'm not really sure. Do you feel like it's helped? The other thing that's really cool, which reminded me, and I'm not sure if I told you guys this last time. So I'm part of a, oh, Tiada's here, and she got her Bling Owl keychain. Yay, I'm so glad. And you weren't on when I was apologizing for taking so long to get that out. I'm so sorry. It just, I don't know. It sat there next to me, looking at me saying, send me to Tiada, please. But I just didn't. I don't know what my deal was. So don't leave. Chat. So anyway, I want to tell you about this cool thing, which I don't know if I told you about it last time or not. So if I have, sorry, I'm repeating myself. If I haven't, it's so cool. So I'm part of a Buy Nothing, Sell Nothing group in my area where I live. So if you're not part of that, look it up online, Buy Nothing, Sell Nothing. You can do one for very specific areas, like within your certain streets, even sometimes. They do it very specific. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I want to read this really quick and I will carry on, I promise. Okay, I'm going to get back to these in a second. Okay, so that's what I thought, Canada. I thought that was maybe in Canada, Della, but CA, like Canada, not California. Duh, blonde moment. Okay, sorry. Oh my God. All right, that's one of the things I've worked on, is being able to laugh at myself. And that's definitely a laugh at yourself. Oh, I got to tell you another laugh at yourself moment. Okay, I am totally getting off. I promise I will come back to the other thing. But my other laugh at yourself moment, my husband had this thing on the counter. It was this little instrument, and it had a little gauge thing on the end. So it was long like that, and it had an angled thing with a little metal tip on the edge. And it said something like, I forgot what the name on it was, but anyway, and it had a little screen on it. So I took it and I was looking at it. And so I put it up to my forehead and clicked the little button, thinking it was a thermometer. I was telling my husband that I did that because I later realized, like fairly quickly later, realized it was a tire pressure gauge. Okay. So I told him what I had done. I was telling him that I had a blonde moment and I did that. He said, he was laughing, first of all, and he said, I wish I could have been there to make fun of you, because that is just the best. I laughed at myself. Okay. That was just like blonde. You guys, I'm not even blonde. I really am not. But I don't know, must be blonde at the roots or something, because anyway, so I wanted to tell you about this Buy Nothing, Sell Nothing group. So in this group, you can give stuff for free, or you can get stuff for free. You can't sell anything and you can't pay for anything, but it's really cool because people give away random, all the way from puzzles to furniture. I've had, even you can ask for stuff. One woman asked for clips, like the binder clip type things. So it's just a really cool group. So in this group, somebody was giving away a bag of avocado pits, dried avocado pits. I was thinking, what? So I asked him, if he could explain what that might be for. And what he told me is that you take those dried avocado pits and then you grind them up into a powder and you sprinkle it on your food, or you can put it into smoothies, or you can just put it into water and like drink it down. And it's really good antibacterial and antiviral, and it's really good for, I think, blood pressure and whatever. So first of all, again, disclaimer, please do your research on things. I am not telling you to do this. I'm telling you what he told me. He sent me an article from Google. And so I started looking further into that and doing a little more research. And I did see some things saying there's support of that, but I also saw some things saying there's not enough studies out yet for that, and that it's not recommended. That they have seen some good things in mice and rats, but as far as for human beings yet, there still needs to be research done. So I decided at that point, this was not something I wanted to ingest in my body. But as I was doing the research, I saw that it also, along with antiviral, antibacterial, it also said insecticidal. So kind of had that in the back of my brain. And then I was outside in my garden. I've been growing various herbs and plants and things like that. And so my parsley plant was infested with those little white flies. And a lot of times you see the white flies on tomato plants too. So what I did is I thought, it just popped into my head, I wonder if the powder from the avocado pits would work on my parsley with these white flies. So I took a spray bottle and I sprayed water on my parsley, and then I sprinkled my avocado pit powder, not pit powder, but avocado pit. I sprinkled it around on my plant so it stuck to the leaves, and I sprinkled some at the base, at the dirt. The white flies were gone the next day. There were very few on there, and we were talking it was infested with them. So I tried it on our tomato plant too, and it worked. So it's a really great natural, organic way of getting rid of the white flies. And I tried it for some other things. Didn't seem to show as immediate of an effect, like these little green bugs were eating my thyme plant. And so I tried it on them. It didn't seem to work. I pulled all the green little worm things out, whatever you call them, caterpillar-y looking things. And but I didn't get any more after that. So I don't know if the avocado powder worked on that or not. But why not try it? If you're a gardener at all, it is great. So let me catch up on some of the comments here. Okay, so someone mentioned, yeah. Della, yeah, well, we know I have enough air. That's for darn sure. That is really funny, actually. It's a pressure gauge. I should have just stuck it in my ear because obviously there's plenty of air in there. Hilarious. Oh, God. So I see Della, and there's some conversation going about diabetic sores and things like that. So I don't have a whole lot of experience or knowledge with that stuff. So I don't even want to offer any suggestions, but I know there are essential oils that can really help with sores and topical things. And usually lavender is a good one to calm things down, but you don't want to use it straight. You want to mix it in with another carrier oil. Also tea tree, if you have things that are more like rashes and things like that. Not sure, they might be a little irritating for open wounds though, so I wouldn't try that. Let's see, planted and grow an avocado tree. Yeah, I could. They were dried avocado pits. I don't know if those would grow an avocado or not. Let's see, I want to see here what else we got. Oh, okay. So you do. Okay. So Runaway Camper says she does that with avocado pits, dries them out, grinds them, and puts them in soups periodically. She will carve one and drill it to use as a focal bead. Oh, that's interesting. So I actually thought that avocado pits were really, really hard, but they're really not. And I was so surprised. If you just take it out of, I rinsed it off and I dried it after I had it out of my avocado, but then I just took a knife and it actually slices up pretty. I cut it in half and then I laid the two halves so it doesn't like slip and cut you, but I laid the two halves and then I just chopped them up and then I threw them in my I have a Vitamix blender that has a small little cup attachment, and I put that on there. And now whenever I get an avocado pit, I let it dry. I chop it up, let it dry, and then once it's dry, I grind it, and I just save it in a jar so I can throw it on my plants. Let's see. Okay. So I'm not sure. Anyway, you guys, I love that you guys have conversations going and that you're building relationships here. So cool. So cool. Anyway, if I come up with any fun other little tips like that, like my little avocado pit tip, I will definitely share it because I love when I find out cool stuff like that. So if you guys have any really cool tips like that, it's kind of weird little funny strange ones. I'm not big on doing stuff that I would ingest personally because I feel like that's first of all, it's a lot of liability for me. I would not tell you guys to do that because I don't want anyone to do something that might risk their health. But putting it on a plant or on something else, why not? I'll tell you another one, a little one. It's not like that big of a secret or fancy thing. But for those of you that have dogs, if your dog has an accident on the carpet, like a poop accident, I don't know about pee, but this one I did yesterday worked like a charm. I think my dog had a little accident. I mean, truly was an accident, was not intentional for him. But I mixed, it was 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of Dawn dish soap, and 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Stir that up, and then I scooped up whatever of the poop that was surface stuff, but it still had the stain on the carpet. And I took a white towel, dipped it a little bit in the water mixture, and then rubbed it, and then used a different part of the cloth and dip it again and rubbed it. Took it completely out. I didn't like saturate the carpet, but it took it completely out. And it was so great because it didn't stink either. It took the stink away. So definitely that was a good one. There's a stuff that I use sometimes I think it's called Nature's Miracle. And it's also to help eliminate the odor that can be left behind from pet accidents. Great stuff also. And I'm not an advocate. I'm not a affiliate or have nothing to do with them. It's just a great product that I recommend. So lovely moments creating. Hello. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I put on just enough makeup so that I wouldn't look blank, but I didn't go for the mascara. I just enough. Let's see. I just can't get a liking for avocados. I think it's a texture thing. Well, you know what? One of the recipes I showed in the 5-day Own Your Body celebration was this really delicious pudding. And I kid you not, whether you like avocados or not, and this seems like a weird one, but I've served it to a lot of people and they love it. You use a can of coconut cream, like full fat coconut cream. I usually buy the organic one. Half of a small avocado. If it's a real small avocado, you can use the whole thing, or if it's a big one, you just want to use half. And let's see. So the avocado, some kind of sweetener, which I like to use xylitol, and a little bit of stevia in there. And then raw cacao. Or cocoa powder, but it's the raw cacao. And I buy all the stuff organic. And you put that all in the blender and blend it up. And it makes this really delicious pudding. I kid you not. So if you are somebody who is trying to cut back on sweets and you're really, but you have that sweet craving and you want to have a little bit of something, this is really rich and really good. And it only takes a few spoonfuls to satisfy that funky craving. So that was one of my cool little recipes that I showed everyone. All right, let me look at some of the comments again so I don't miss it because I love interacting with you guys. Let's see. Dawn dish soap. I know it's great for a lot of different things. Della, I have done that mixture for my dog. He's gotten sprayed twice by a skunk, once at our home and once here at our cabin. Oh, what a nightmare. My only problem was, and that mixture, baking soda, dish soap, and peroxide works like a charm. You just can't wet the dog first. You have to use just that. So yeah. The only problem I had is that the dog got sprayed right in the face. So I was trying to like work it around and stuff so that it wasn't getting in his eyes. And that was a little bit hard. So, but that's definitely a great tip. The pudding recipe, you know what? I'm going to try, I think what I'm going to do, I will go in the community tab after we're done here, and I will put the link for the PDF that you can print out that pudding recipe. Another cool thing, so you guys should have been on my event because some cool tips. Another thing, so for people who are trying to get off of drinking coffee, if you love coffee, which I love coffee, but I had to stop drinking it, not only for the caffeine, but the acidity. And I know there's special ones out there that are low acidity and all that. I tried everything, but I did ultimately cut coffee out. But the one replacement that I've found, and I've tried a few, is something called Dandy Blend. And it is a powder that is made of dandelion. And sorry, I thought I saw something outside. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but it is the closest tasting thing to coffee that I have found. I turned my cousin onto it, who was a coffee fiend, and she was bummed because she had to cut out coffee. And she is drinking this like a mad woman. And I think I might have mentioned it. No, I don't even think I did last time. I think I was talking to my celebration group about it. But oh my gosh, you guys. So for that pudding, I also take like a couple of spoonfuls of that Dandy Blend and I put it in there and it makes like a mocha chocolate pudding. So, oh, so good. So, so good. Anyway, I will put the link for that recipe. I'm going to try. I think it will work. But I will put that in the community tab. So if you look, you should be able to see that later when we finish up. It's actually Canada Day today, so the equivalent of 4th of July. So they're very close in dates, huh? Is it always like on the 1st of July? So it's always close, Canada Day with 4th of July? Or is that something that just happened this time? Repeat the ingredients again. So coconut cream, full fat coconut cream. Don't buy the, what's the brand? What is that called? It's a black can, like Asian Kitchen or something. It's a big popular brand. That one does something funky. It like leaves little grains in it. It's very weird when you make it into the pudding. But I get like Trader Joe's full fat one, or you can just buy, you know, a Sprouts brand or just whatever brand other than that Thai Kitchen or Asian Kitchen or something like that. Don't buy that one. So 1 can of that, half an avocado if it's a large one, or you can even do a slight bit less if you want. I use xylitol, which is a natural sweetener made from tree. Even though it sounds like a chemical name, it's not. It's made from the bark of a tree. And some people get upset stomach from it, like gurgly stomach, if you know what I mean. But if you ease into it, you shouldn't have a problem. It's a sugar alcohol, so some people are affected by that. I put a few drops of stevia because that gives like a kick for sweetness. And then I put about a 1/4 cup of raw cacao and a couple spoons of that Dandy Blend in there. And it is yummarama. So again, I'll put the recipe up, or the link for the recipe for the PDF, and you guys can give it a try. And then next month when we do our chat, you can let me know if you tried it and how you liked it. Oh, thanks, Sandra. I try and be interactive, and I love that everyone's interacting too. Like the old Yahoo chat room. I never did those old chat rooms. So what is my event referring to? So my event was called the 5-Day Own Your Body Celebration, and it was how to, oh gosh, I always forget my little tagline that explains it. How to feel, how to, you know what, I don't remember. But anyway, the gist of it, that's so terrible that I can't. cannot remember it. How to feel comfortable in your body, even if your hormones are chasing you, or something to that effect. But it's really about making some changes with your diet and your mental health, and with meditation and breathing and stuff, combining those, how you can actually overcome a lot of illnesses and a lot of chronic problems, that a lot of people have, inflammation and things like that. So it was a lot of fun, because I showed people how to make gluten-free tortillas, and they're super easy. I did that. I showed a really great soup recipe that a lot of people liked, and they made it. What other recipe? Oh my gosh, this really delicious stuffed sweet potato recipe. Yum, also. So anyway, lots of good stuff. And if I do it again, I'll let you guys know. So whoever wants to try and participate, you can. It's a free event. It's 5 days long. And a lot of people learned a lot of stuff in there. So let me see what else we've got here. Oh yeah. Yeah. Evelyn makes a mix of water, lemon juice, vinegar, lavender oil, and black pepper, and sprays it on things to kill bacteria. And yeah, that's good. A lot of essential oils are antibacterial. So those are great. Lemon oil, like I mentioned before, is really good to spray on things, and it smells good too. Sandra says we're all going to be running out to buy avocados. Yeah. Just tell all your friends and neighbors, hey, if you finish your avocados, save me the pit. They're going to think you're crazy, but that's okay. At least you didn't stick a tire pressure gauge up to your forehead to check your temperature. Let's see. So it's made from dandelion root. I'm assuming you're talking about the dandelion blend. Yes, if that's a monk fruit sweetener is also really good. One of the things we talked about in there is how honey is a good sweetener and things like that. But that agave syrup is actually very, it's not as good as it is touted to be. And though it is natural, it does affect your levels, your glycemic index. So it's the xylitol won't do that. The stevia won't do that either. So I'm not sure about the monk fruit, but I just bought actually some date sugar, and it's made with powdered dates, dried powdered dates. That's it. That's the only ingredients. I'm a big advocate of reading the ingredients on things. Sugar usually makes you dizzy or nausea. Yeah. I love coconut sugar too. Yeah. Della uses, I think it was Della Evelyn says she uses coconut sugar, and I love coconut sugar too. It has a little bit of a malty taste to it too. So if you kind of like that, it is a little more granular. So using it in something like the pudding, though the taste would be good, you would get a little bit of that grainy texture. So you can kind of play with different sweeteners for that. Recipes for osteoarthritis in my legs. I will tell you that what I know of arthritis, anything that ends in itis is inflammation. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to decrease the inflammation. And there are so many things that increase inflammation. Carbs are very inflammatory. Sugars are very inflammatory. Eggs are actually highly inflammatory and highly allergic food for a lot of people. So this is some stuff I talked about on my event, and it's amazing. Sometimes people feel like it's really hard to give up those things, but like for me, when I had to give up sugar, I found that pudding recipe, which helped me through. Like I wasn't scarfing it down, but it was enough that it helped me through. So when I really, really had to have my sweet stuff, I had that. So there are things you can do. And if you can just take baby steps, it will get better and it will get better. And how great would it be to be off medications and just be able to eat your way healthy, right? That would be the best thing. Okay, so it is Canada Day is always July 1st. And you guys are still under COVID protocol. Oh my gosh. People here are kind of freed up and doing a lot of things now. in my area, no masks. If you're fully vaccinated, no masks. Most people are still wearing them anyway. I think people are a little nervous, but my husband was saying they may reinstate the masks based on numbers. I don't know. I don't watch the news. I feel like it's way too depressing, and I try and keep a happier and positive outlook. And boy, the news just is full of stuff that's not very happy and positive. Good night, Miss Annette. Thank you for being here. And right, hip replace in December. Yeah, Della, you hang in there. You're gonna be the bionic woman. Hi, is it? Remind me, VLRO. Is it Vicky? Is it? Oh my gosh, this happens to me every time because it's been a month. I think it's Vicky. But hello, anyway. Oh, no masks in Pennsylvania. Yeah, you're still wearing yours. So is it because you're nervous about it still? Is it because you feel like other people are wearing them and you still need to wear it? Like, what keeps you wearing the masks? I'm just curious. No judgment here. I want everyone to do what makes them feel good, but I'm just really curious because I do see a lot of people wearing masks, and I don't know why. I was in a shoe store the other day in DSW, and there was only maybe 2 or 3 of us not wearing masks, and everyone else in there was wearing them. And I started to feel a little self-conscious. So yes, okay, it is Vicky. Okay. Good. So, oh my gosh, Vicky, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that doggy's okay. I know how that is. My doggy is still doing really, really well. Knock on wood. That's knocking on air, I guess, or a wooden container containing air. After, if you missed earlier, I had a funny story. I'll have to go back and watch it. But anyway, my doggy's doing well. He's laying right down there on the floor by me. And the elevation here doesn't always make him the happiest. It's a little hard on him because of his heart diagnosis, but he's hanging in there. He's doing well. Now he got up and he's walking around. Scatuli, you want to come here? You want to come here and see? He just did a nice big shake. I'm guessing that's a no. He's a little camera shy. When I try and take pictures, he looks away. Good night, runaway camper. Thank you for being here with us. And please go do some crafting. Do something that makes you happy. You're getting all of our positive energy and vibes. We're all sending them right through the camera to you. So be happy. Again, don't let anyone steal your joy, and go craft. Do something that makes you happy and gets you out of that. And don't worry about what other people say. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, he's half shaved, poor little baby from the surgery. Well, I'm glad to hear he's doing well, Vicky. So, all right, guys, honestly, I don't even know. We have been chatting for an hour, and it's really funny because normally I feel so scattered in these chats and I feel like I'm just babbling, but the interaction with you guys has been so great this time, and nobody took over the feed, which is 2 thumbs up. I love it. And I guess just so that the rest of them don't have FOMO, fear of missing out, we'll maybe wind this chat down. Let's see. Unless anyone else has anything else to say or to ask, I think I'm going to give it a moment to, because I think there's a delay on that. But if you have any other little questions or anything, I'm going to give it a few seconds. If not, then we'll be ending it here. So let me look. So you guys have been keeping me from shopping at Linda's store or at the thrift store. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You're keeping me from spending money, so maybe it's good. But all right. Well, it looks like nobody has any questions. So have a really great 4th of July, everybody. Thank you for spending your time here with us. And once again, our winner today was Debbie Reasoner. So Debbie, don't forget to reach out to me, contact me. I will also send you an email. And happy 4th. Be safe, everyone. And I will see you again on August 1st. I had to stop and think what month it was. August 1st. And if I get the desire and some creative inspiration, I'll be putting out a video. Otherwise, I'll see you on the chat again in August. So hope all of you are well and stay well. Try the recipe. I'll go in there right now and put the recipe in the community tab. Fingers crossed that it works. If it's not there, it's because it didn't work. So, but otherwise, I will put that pudding recipe out there for you. Thank you, Evelyn. I'm glad you had a good time. Hope everyone did. Good night and ciao, everybody.